Coach, what does Jarrett Grace do for your team when he's healthy, both on and off the field?
Well, I could probably go a while with that answer. You know, he's certainly off the field, the kind of guy that we want representing our program. He's involved in the community. He's a you know, the kind of Notre Dame student athlete that we want to put out in front, that represents our program because of the way he handles himself in our community and our campus as a student athlete. You know, he's got great relationships with everybody within the program. And as a football player, he's a great leader and, you know, a pretty good football player that now has, you know, really fought back from a terrible injury. So, you know, you always want your best players to be your best leaders. And when it's a guy like Jarrett, he carries such respect from everybody that, you know, as coaches, we can go to him and ask him to do a lot of the work for us. So he makes our job easy.
Brian, in regard with the quarterbacks,
yeah.
When you line up against Texas in September, do you know at this point what you get out of either one, or are there still tests for them, things that you don't know about them?
I don't know that there's any mysteries. I think that there's things that we need to continue to develop in them. There are some things like today with Malik that, you know, sometimes he'll check into some things that we're not quite certain as to what he was thinking. Everett, there's no doubt about where his mind is relative to what he's seeing, what he's thinking. Like, why did you go to that, Everett? It makes total sense. As it relates to Malik, we're still kind of in that process of what were you thinking? We had a quick tempo play on, and he got out of the quick tempo play, changed the entire formation, and you're kind of wondering, what's going on here? You know, so there's still some of that processing going on. But as it relates to their skills, I think we've got a pretty good understanding of their skills. Now it's just making sure that they're well-rounded in everything. I thought Everett ran the ball with his shoulder pads down today. That's what we've been asking him to do. What we didn't like today is that we had 2 turnovers, and neither one of them can turn the football over, and we had 2 turnovers in scoring position. But they're building on what we see as the areas that we've asked them to work on, and then I don't think there's no areas where we don't know what Everett's thinking, but there's a couple areas where we got to continue to develop Malik as to what he's thinking sometimes.
Is that the product of Malik maybe not having a full game yet under his belt?
Sure. Yeah, just, you know, obviously, you know, Everett's been in a lot more situations, you know, seen a lot more, and Malik's got a good grasp of it. You know, sometimes it's just like today, having that scenario where we go, all right, you know, we're in a tempo play. It covers 9 out of 10 scenarios. Let's just go run with it. And so sometimes it's just that simple that having that experience today, you know, checks another box in his development.